Hey guys, I'm Nick. Welcome to the EBMX channel. So here I am in front of Drill 1, made by CZEM in the Czech Republic, and SurRon Lightbee, made in China by Segway. Okay, so on social media, there's been a lot of excitement in terms of, first of all, Tucker Neely, and then EBMX comparing Drill 1 and SurRon. So let's set the record straight. The reason we compare these bikes is that they're both electric. The second reason is they're both free-ride moto style bikes. What do I mean by that? They're made in a lightweight style, using mainly bicycle parts. They both weigh in around 52 to 54 kilos, depending upon the wheel and tyre configurations. But that's not where the similarities end. Both bikes you can have an absolutely tremendous amount of fun. You can ride them in places that you can't ride traditional gas bikes. You can't ride these bikes on mountain bike trails, guys, but you can ride them on single track and moto tracks. Novice riders can jump on both these bikes and have a tremendous amount of fun. First of all, this particular SurRon is not a stock SurRon. This is not a 3,000 US bike. EBMX have built this bike up. It's probably cost us around 12 or 13,000 Australian dollars. What are some of the things we've done? Well, it's got a fully tuned by Bruno Power ASI back 4000 custom display. We'll turn the bike on here and you can have a look at that. So when you use an aftermarket controller like an ASI back 4000 or 8000, you actually lose your display. So you need something like this. So in Australia, this is an LE1. Come around here and have a look. It's got a plate. It's registered as a Class LA moped. It means you can ride it on the road. And that is one big advantage that SurRon has over Drill. Drill is not homologulated, but an LE1 in Australia is. So you can ride this to the trails on the road, completely legal. So with our display, if we come back here, Bruno Power has set this up so that it's got 3 levels. 1 is a reduced power mode, 2 is crazy power, and 3 is insane wheelie stuff. This bike will wheelie on command, and I can tell you, even riding it on 2, it is quicker than Drill 1 off the line. Drill 1 is running 12 kilowatts continuous and about 15 kilowatt. This particular tune is running 7.5 kilowatts. So how can the SurRon be quicker than the Drill? Well, there's 2 reasons. The first reason is that the Drill uses a really soft domino throttle. So there's quite a little bit of play in that throttle. Dominoes make the best throttles for electric bikes and electric motorcycles, but they're quite soft starting. And the other reason is that Drill 1 do not use a hall sensor, which means the controller doesn't pick that signal up. So you actually have to rotate the wheel a little bit. These are things that people aren't necessarily telling you on other Drill 1 review channels. But here at EBMX, we want the absolute truth, the good, bad and the ugly to be out there about all of our bikes. Now, we love Drill 1. We do think that for 15,000 Australian dollars, the price is a lot more than a SurRon, but this is not a SurRon. Its build quality is quite significantly better than a SurRon. Love it or hate it, the frame is a lot more expensive to produce. Look at the seat, it's a work of art. The other things that you can see on this is that we've got changeable and movable foot pegs. The rear shock can completely move from its pivot position here. We reset the shock recently and moved it down by about 20 mil so that it flows much better through that rear pivoting triangle. The other thing on this particular bike is that it's more an MX bike. It's quite higher than a SurRon. Let's come back to our SurRon though. What are the other things that we've done? We've put seat extenders on. Thanks Dan Orlov for those. They're fantastic seat extenders. We've got our custom modded EBMX seat, which is nice and plush. Now, together with the seat extenders and the seat, this bike is about 4 inches taller and you sit 2 inches further back than a stock SurRon. So when I jump on the bike, we've got these beautiful foot pegs here from Race Spec SurRon as well. And a riser stem, which people have been getting stuck into us on YouTube about as well. Yeah, we could get a riser bar. Dydy make a fantastic riser bar, and Renthal make the, Pro-Taper Renthal fat bars. They're great as well, but this is quite an inexpensive solution. We've ridden this bike everywhere. We don't think it's going to snap off, and we don't think it's a dorky stem. What are the other things that we've done to this particular bike? Well, the first upgrade that every sensible SurRon owner does is they put the Shimano H03 ice brake pads on, because the original brake pads are tiny little brake pads. So we've spent quite a bit of money on this particular bike, and we're going to continue to upgrade it with bash plates, some different front forks, and a range of other things. By the time we do all of that, it will cost almost as much as this Drill 1, probably at around 14.5 grand. But it will never be a Drill 1, because it feels like a moped, okay? A Drill 1 feels like a motocross bike. For those of you who've only ridden a SurRon and haven't ridden a Drill 1, you need to ride both before you become quite as judgmental. For those of you who'd like to spend $15,000 Australia and not have to spend days, weeks and months upgrading to get the same performance and the same quality ride that you'll actually never get with a SurRon because it's a moped, then Drill 1 is a great choice. For those of you who want to customise your bike, starting with a base SurRon X or LE1 in Australia, it is an absolute fantastic choice, and you can spend as much or as little money as you want and personalise your bike. Now, this has been a pretty fair review. I'm Nick from the EBMX channel. Lots of likes if you've liked it. If you don't like it, comment fairly back and let's engage in some dialogue. But I ride both these bikes every day. SurRon will beat Drill 1 off the line, but Drill 1 is still a far superior bike in every way, shape and form. Cheers from EBMX.